Title: Mr. Rogers and the SAPU Corporation. Chapter 1. The Job Offer. Mr. Rogers had always been a man of routine. He woke up at the same time every morning, put on his favorite cardigan, and made himself a cup of coffee before heading off to work at the local SAPU Corporation. As the head of the company's marketing department, he was used to the hustle and bustle of the corporate world. But one day, everything changed. Mr. Rogers received a phone call from the CEO of SAPU Corporation, Mr. Smith, asking him to come to his office immediately. Curious and slightly nervous, Mr. Rogers made his way to the top floor of the building, wondering what could possibly be so urgent. As he entered Mr. Smith's office, he was greeted with a big smile and a firm handshake. "Mr. Rogers, I have a proposition for you," Mr. Smith said, motioning for him to take a seat. "We have a new project in the works, and we think you would be the perfect person to lead it." Mr. Rogers listened intently as Mr. Smith explained the details of the project. SAPU Corporation was planning to launch a new line of baby products, including formula, diapers, and baby wipes. They wanted Mr. Rogers to oversee the marketing campaign and ensure its success. At first, Mr. Rogers was hesitant. He had never worked on a project like this before, and the idea of promoting baby products seemed a far cry from his usual work in the corporate world. But as he listened to Mr. Smith's enthusiasm and vision for the project, he couldn't help but feel excited. After much deliberation, Mr. Rogers accepted the job offer. He was determined to make this project a success and prove to himself and everyone else that he was up to the challenge. Chapter 2. The Baby Formula Debacle. As Mr. Rogers dove headfirst into his new role at SAPU Corporation, he quickly realized that promoting baby products was no easy task. The competition was fierce, and the market was saturated with similar products. But Mr. Rogers was determined to make a name for himself and the company. One of the first tasks on his agenda was to come up with a catchy slogan for the new baby formula. After hours of brainstorming and countless cups of coffee, Mr. Rogers finally came up with the perfect tagline: SAPU Corporation, where babies grow stronger. The slogan was a hit with the marketing team, and they immediately set to work on creating a series of commercials and advertisements to promote the new formula. But as the launch date drew near, disaster struck. On the day of the big reveal, Mr. Rogers received a frantic phone call from the production team. It seemed that there had been a mix-up at the factory, and the baby formula had been contaminated with a strange substance. Panic set in as Mr. Rogers realized that the entire marketing campaign was in jeopardy. Thinking quickly, Mr. Rogers gathered his team and came up with a plan to salvage the situation. They decided to spin the contamination as a special ingredient that would make babies even stronger. The commercials were quickly re-edited, and the new slogan became SAPU Corporation, where babies grow stronger, one sip at a time. To everyone's surprise, the new campaign was a huge success. Parents loved the idea of their babies becoming super strong, and sales of the baby formula skyrocketed. Mr. Rogers had managed to turn a potential disaster into a triumph, and he couldn't have been prouder. Chapter 3. The Diaper Dilemma. With the success of the baby formula campaign under his belt, Mr. Rogers was feeling confident in his abilities as a marketing guru. But his next challenge would prove to be his toughest yet: promoting the new line of SAPU Corporation diapers. Diapers were a tough sell. Parents were picky about what they put on their babies' bottoms. And the market was flooded with competing brands. But Mr. Rogers was determined to make SAPU Corporation diapers stand out from the rest. He knew that he needed a unique angle to capture the attention of parents. After much brainstorming and a few failed attempts, Mr. Rogers finally came up with a brilliant idea. He decided to create a series of commercials featuring talking diapers that would speak to babies and parents alike. The commercials were a hit. Parents loved the quirky humor and catchy jingles, and babies were mesmerized by the colorful animations. Sales of SAPU Corporation diapers soared, and Mr. Rogers was hailed as a marketing genius. But just when things were going smoothly, disaster struck once again. A rival company launched a smear campaign against SAPU Corporation, claiming that their diapers were inferior and unsafe for babies. Mr. Rogers knew that he had to act fast to protect the company's reputation. He called an emergency meeting with his team and devised a plan to counter the rival company's claims. They launched a social media campaign featuring testimonials from satisfied parents and pediatricians, highlighting the superior quality and safety of SAPU Corporation diapers. The campaign was a success, and the rival company's accusations were quickly debunked. Sales of SAPU Corporation diapers continued to climb, and Mr. Rogers breathed a sigh of relief. He had once again proven his worth as a marketing maestro, and he couldn't wait to see what challenge would come his way next. And so, Mr. Rogers continued to lead the marketing efforts at SAPU Corporation, navigating the ups and downs of the corporate world with humor, wit, and a touch of charm. With each new project, he proved that he was more than just a man of routine, he was a force to be reckoned with in the world of marketing. And as he looked out over the bustling city from his office window, he knew that the best was yet to come.